In the heart of the bustling city of Varinthia, a young man named Kale lived an unassuming life as a librarian. With tousled chestnut hair and a quiet demeanor, he was known to the townsfolk as the helpful young lad who always had time to lend a hand. But beneath this ordinary exterior lay a secret that even Kale struggled to accept, a demonic power that coursed through his veins. This power, a legacy from his ancestors, gave him the ability to cloak himself in shadows and wield enormous strength, but at a cost. It threatened to consume him if he ever lost control. Kale had long wrestled with the burden of this dark inheritance, fearing the harm it could cause if unleashed. However, he came to a resolution. Rather than letting the demon define him, he would channel its energy to fight injustices. The city was fraught with corruption. Greedy merchants exploited the poor, and the once reverent city council had become self-serving, turning a blind eye to the suffering populace. By day, Kale was the gentle librarian, but by night, he became the shadow walker, a guardian for the oppressed. Cloaked in darkness, he moved silently across the city's rooftops, becoming a phantom of justice. His first act under this mantle was to dismantle a smuggling ring run by a councilman who was exploiting orphan children for labor. Using his demonic powers, Kale melded into the shadows, gathering evidence and anonymously sending it to the local press. The article sparked outrage, the councilman was arrested, and the children were saved. The people of Varinthia began to talk of a mysterious savior working from the shadows. As Kale continued his mission, he caught the attention of Lyra, a fiery and determined investigative journalist. Intrigued by the stories of the mysterious vigilante, she sought out the truth, her intuition leading her to the quiet librarian. Lyra approached Kale one evening, her suspicions laid bare. Instead of denial, Kale saw an opportunity in her eyes. He revealed his secret, entrusting her with his mission. Together, they formed an unlikely alliance, Kale using his shadowy powers and Lyra her influence and skills as a journalist. They tackled more oppressive forces within Varinthia. Over time, Kale learned that the true power of his gifts lay not in the destruction they could cause, but in the salvation they could bring. The bond he forged with Lyra provided the balance he needed to control the demon within. In a world rife with darkness, Kale became a beacon of hope, a living testament that even in the shadows, light can prevail.